To continue our effort to produce map assets for the upcoming Eberron Adventure Crystals of Mabar, I'm going to check my signal and go through the spiel, and then we'll dive into this. So give me a hot second here to check my signal. Give me a hot second here to check my signal.
Yeah, that sounds pretty good.
Give me a hot second here to check my signal.
Hot second, checking signal. Let's see. Zone breakdown and textures. Let's see. I've just posted that I'm live on Twitter, so if you follow me on Twitter at Phil Kearney, you can catch updates for when I do go live. I'm going to just kick through the Discord channels here real quick and go through the quick spiel. Hey, my name is Phil. I create RPG supplement PDFs. I've been focusing most of my attention on Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition. This is an 8th level adventure in the Eberron setting created by Keith Baker, my favorite setting of all of the D&D campaigns ever. And so we have an 8th level adventure here that this is the book cover that we built for the adventure that we'll be publishing live on DMsGuild. There's a stack of books in the description down below, a link to all the books, and if you click through to them and go to the product page, they're all 100% free preview. So you can click on if you're on a mobile phone, you can click on the eye icon. If you're on a desk or tablet, if you go to each individual product page, there's the cover on the left-hand side, and then underneath it is where it says full preview. If you click on that, either the full preview or the eye icon, it opens up a PDF. 100% free, 100% free preview, all pages, cover to cover. You can read the whole thing. There's about 150 different illustrations throughout those works, and we're going to keep adding to them. If you're an art enthusiast, check it out. If you're a D&D enthusiast, check them out. If there's any mechanics there or any options for adventures that you think are cool, certainly be welcome to use them. If you find value, purchasing would certainly be appreciated. So let's see. The other way that we can make sure that the channel continues to grow, of course, is to like, subscribe, share, and I'm going to pop out the chat window here. How does that work? Pop out. Because the last time my system locked up, I needed to use the chat pop out, and honestly, I think I like it. So I think I like it better than the in-game in the OBS tools because it's real time. Hello. Let's see, it's real time. There you go. And now over here I have a little bit of a time delay, but since OBS crashes it occasionally, seems to make sense to me that we would go with the more reliable tool, which is our heart. So let's be heartfelt and dive into this map. So, okay, we got two agendas today. We're going to do zone breakdown for the cartography, like the map zone breakdown, and then we're going to continue doing texture. So, the first thing is first, and so let's. I'm going to suppress color. So we're only looking at the black and white map. The other day, the question was, how are you going to break this up so that it's available for people? What I do. If you want to have it at the table, I make a super lo-fi line art like this only version of the map that will then break up into chunks that you can print out on your own if you please. So we'll have a file folder, a zip folder full of all the token assets, all the high resolution, all the high color maps, and then these super broke down simple maps to make it really easy for you to print with. But we have to figure out how we're going to have those pages sit on the map. So the best way for me to do that is to create a folder called print maps, print map breakdown, breakdown. Okay, so we typically use an 11 by 17 legal sheet, legal size page. That's what we recommend. It's the largest piece of paper that you can feed through a printer, and it's not expensive to get them. If you're going to put, I'm saving you on ink, so you should grab large pieces of paper so that you can make it work for you. So what we're going to do is we've got black ink here. We've got 2 pixels in size. It doesn't need to be exact right now because we'll be able to break it down by, pixel by pixel in the box. But let's take a look at here. For example, if I were to be here, I could go to here, and here, I can go to here. Actually, I want to use a thicker line. Let's go with 4, so it really just stands the hell out. But be welcome to drop hey in chat, liking and subscribing. Really huge boost to the channel. And we do this every day, Monday through Friday in the mornings, oscillating between Eberron and Spelljammer asset production. Monday afternoon at lunchtime, we continue to develop and provide examples of martial power supplement, and then in the evenings, typically on Mondays and Thursdays, but occasionally it switches up. Well, we do a couple hours at night before bed. So we just did a breakdown here. So let's see. I'm going to actually drop this grid color down to 75%. Okay. Great. So how big is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. This is 11 by 15. So I'm going to instead cleave that off. Because 11 by 17 page, you need a 1/2 inch border, right? So let's do that. That'll be 11 by 17, and we're only using 16 inches of height. And here's the full 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and yeah, that works out. So that is one page of a legal document page that you could use to print out as a one and done. This is the siege tower that sits on top of this area here. So having it as its own little tear out map is perfect, right? So let's look at what else we would need to do. We can use the natural borders of the map to create additional zones. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. Oh, I've made this on the same layer. I've made a classic mistake. Let's go ahead and close that up, and we'll call this Siege Tower. Perfect. Let's make a new one. We'll call this one Flooded Tunnel. Settling in. Oh, I need to set my timer. We got a solid 120. Yeah, it's starting as of right now. We got a solid 120 minutes that we can bang through this thing. So 20 minutes enacted. I block off 20 minutes of time to make sure I don't dive too far down a rabbit hole or get caught up in mincing on pixels in a spot that isn't being productive. So it's just a way for us to check ourselves before we waste our time. It's when you have a family, a day job, and something like this is your side hustle. You really need to pay attention to, you got to break down your time efficiently. So we create those little zones of time to do so. Okay, great. So let's see, continuing the process. 75%, cool. So this is the flooded tunnel. We can do up to 10 inches. So, and we use the door itself as the breaking point to limit information provided. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 4, so let's do a 3 by 3. So we can go to here. Perfect. So that's 10 inches by what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 16. We could probably actually trim down the size of the map that was 2 inches, right? Since we're establishing that. Well, let's see. Yeah, because if you put the key here, and we could probably trim off those 2 inches to make this map just a little bit smaller. But this is the only 10 by 16 page that we need for this zone. We don't necessarily need. If we put them in individual files and then we link them to the name of the rooms that are inside of the adventure content for the DM, they can open up each zip file and see the individual room expressed. So we can do that both for the color map and the black and white map to make these a lot more reasonable for people to open up in VTTs, or we can just have the full 72 by 72 inch block and we could, like I said, we can trim off those 2 inches, so we can make this 72 by 72 instead of 74 by 74. So we can offer the full map for just huge zone control, or we can break it down to these smaller map assets, and I'm honestly having a lot of fun doing that. So, got the flooded map. I'm gonna conceal that, and then we're gonna move on to the next area. We'll go to let's call it barracks. We'll change the name once we get the editing done and we get this thing resolved and we start. What's the word I'm looking for here, buddies? Start breaking down room by room, right? Because when we build the map, when we actually build the adventure and we start doing the layout, we're going to do a 2-page or an 11 by 17 control panel approach to building the adventure. We'll have each page will. Like each double page, each 11 by 17 inch space. If we're lucky, God's willing, we'll be able to break it down so that each room is going to be able to sit inside of that 2-page spreader, that 11 by 17 space in the PDF that can then correspond to the rooms that we're breaking down here. So we want to have those assets broken down room by room so that we can put them on a single page. We can have the full map as a single page to say, here's the full map. Now let's break it down, and then we can break it down to here's the guard room, and then we have the art sitting here so this would be the only map piece on the page. But when you pan out, it's only 10 inches wide and 11/17 space. So I would still have a 3 I could make this like half the size. It doesn't have to be inch by inch inside of the PDF because we're providing the art assets separately in a zip file. So I could actually break this down to be like 5 inches wide and 6 inches tall. So I would be able to have stuff across the top, underneath it, and I would still have I'd still have 4.5 inches on each side, which is almost 2 columns worth of space. So I'll have a shitload of room for me to be able to build out stuff, right? Yeah. So there you go. That's the plan. But each page is going to be different, so we're going to have to see how things break down to see if there's a commonality that we can build through on these. So that is the effort. So let's see. That. I think I want to clip these things on the inside of the door frame, right? And then this will go out to here. And again, this doesn't have to be exact right now. We're just roughing things out. So I can put this here. Here, and then I can like block that part off, right? Like this doesn't have to be on the map. I can get rid of that. So, oh yeah, it's 70% opacity. Right. So, where am I at? Okay, great. Let's check out how big this is to see how we have to break it down. Drop this back down to 4 pixels. What is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You know what? That's not actually a bad idea. $10 by 16. 16 by 10. No, I did that backwards. It's supposed to be, it's width before height. So 10 by 16. And this would be 16 by 10. There we go. So barracks equals. That's not the barracks. This is main entrance. How does that break down? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Wow, that's really cool. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. This is a 16 by 16 inch block. That's damn near perfect. There, that's how that sits. I'm actually thrilled about that. Let's see. How do I want to break that down? Do I want to? Let's see how. 1, 2. So I'm either gonna break it this way, or I'm going to break it this way, right? One or the other. It only needs to be 2 map assets, so I'm gonna break it down one or the other. And I can erase this part so it's not part of the map. I can erase all this stuff so it's only showing like to this line, right? And then everything after this I'll just erase off of that map. So you're controlling what information they have on each page, regardless of how the pages are laying down. As long as you're covering all the area that you need, you're cool. So let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's promising. It's actually really promising. But it breaks there, so let's look at this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Less promising. 8. So if I do it this way, it cuts the door in half. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I could put one here. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I can do one here. So if I were to have a 10-inch space here, I could also have a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I can have a 10-inch space here. So you could take this 10 inches and this 10 inches, and you can overlap those maps if you wanted to. Or maybe we could simplify it so it's less, so it's lessage, you know? That 10-inch block actually seems to make a lot of sense to have that like that, because that really closes in the space nicely, and it doesn't cleave that door in half. So I like that. I like that idea. Contemplating. Herb. You know, I've been thinking about this, and I want to make this door. This door is too thin, and this door is thick enough. So what is going to end up happening is I'm going to end up moving this door to here. I'm going to end up shifting this over. So, in actuality,
is going to actually end up being like this. Which means we have to shunt this over to here. This. Narrower. There we go, buddy. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Really? Really? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Oh, okay. 14, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 13, 14, 15. Okay, well, I guess I made it too big. Double checking. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 14 by 14. Oh, that's easy. So we go 14 by 14. So we could technically make that. We could technically make that an 8.5 by 11 sheet, like a standard letter size, and do 8 by 8. Right? Since it only fills a 14-inch space, like we do like a 7 by 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So like, oh man, that's not bad. It's actually not bad. Like have one here. So it's 7 inches. 7 by 14, that's not bad. What we would do, what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Nine by 14 sits nicely there, and then 1, 2, and what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Like that. Yeah, that's not bad. So this block here provides all this information as a single sheet, and then you just overlap it, right? So then you got this other space. So that's the idea there. So that I'm happy with that. Let's go. How'd that break down again? Yeah, because then you see, yeah, that's actually really good framing. I'm happy with that. Let's do the flooded caverns.
how big of a space is that? We can continue this process of just breaking things down room by room. So let's see how this one sits. What is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. 18? Huh. 18. So we can do a 9x9 on this and split that one in half to have a 10x10. So we're already set up to win here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29. 10 by 30, thank you. That's easy enough. So this is going to be 6 pages to be able to break this down. So let's see how it breaks down. That's going to be 10 by 30. This is working out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then here's 10. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Is that how that works? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Huh. That's how life works. Cool. Those are numbers. So this block here, that's a 1, 2, 3. Like that's decent. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So that's a 10-inch space there. Hey, thank you, Timely Timer. Let's keep on keeping on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I could do like an 8 by 10. That'd be weird to do that to people all of a sudden, though. I don't want to do that. So that's 10 inches wide, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So I could do a 10 by 12, 13, 14. I could do a 10. Nice, that's not bad. I mean, it's we're doing overlappy stuff, right? So take that to what? There. Then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. To there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So we can do a 10 by 15 here as a single page to get them into the place if we wanted. And then we can do, that's our 15. So we go to, what, 16 here. It's a full 10 by 16 space here. That's actually a really good zone. This here. Like that's a piece, right? It's not bad. We could even break it in half, and maybe we should break it in half. That's interesting. And then this itself is actually a really good block as well. Here to... Like that is also a good block, because that gives you some solid information about that space that you're moving into. Okay, I'm happy with that. Bow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So this is a 10 by 16 block here, and that's really solid because it takes you through this tunnel here into this space. And spoiler alert, there is a Storoper that hangs out right here. Ironically, it's like right there. So it's on both the map that leads in and the map that leads out. So that's not bad. Yes. Look at that. The water sits right inside of where we had the line there. And this one goes further, so we're going to want to have another map that breaks out this way. So that makes sense. I'm really happy with how this thing's breaking down. Yeah, I can just lead off into another area. So what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, I'm good with that. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. That ain't bad. Whatever. And again, we can seal all that, so you can't see that and that. You just see this tunnel. And then you block off this stuff so you don't see that. That's a 10 by 16, so let's see how far we can take this 10 by 16. What do you think? Block it off there. You can just make this main hall. Like leads to area 4, leads to area 8, leads to area 9, leads to area 13 through 16, leads to area 17. Like easy peasy. Like when we break this down onto the map inside of inside the adventure space. So that's cool. This is working out. So let's see, what kind of space does this fill? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. That's perfect. Oh, man. Okay. We'll get back to you in a second. Let's just keep breaking this down. Breaking it down. Breaking it down. Lessons are being learned. Stuart's gonna punch me in the face because we're gonna have to build specific language for this hallway zone stuff. I don't think it exists inside the adventure yet. I didn't think that we would. Yep, lessons are being learned. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Well, that's cool. What is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, that's proper. 16. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 16 and 16 is 32, 38. So we can do 10, 10, 10. So we have a 10 by 10 space here, 10 by 10 space here, 10 by 10 space here. Let's see how that breaks down. And go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Where was that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. I don't think we need to go that far. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Well, that just makes sense, doesn't it? Yeah, actually, it does make sense. 12, and then do another page here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Yeah. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Yeah, that shit all blocks out. That's perfect. It's like dominoes. Wow. Okay, cool. We don't actually have to make that a separate section inside of the dungeon. That's just hallway space. But we do have random encounter stuff, so we could potentially just drop this in as a hallway on the page with the random encounter stuff. But it's a non-area. It's the area between areas, which is covered by the random encounter stuff that we have. So that's fair. Yeah, so I think we're okay there. I don't think we need to make like a new section inside the adventure that says, oh, by the way, while you're in the hallways, it's like that's already built into it. We can just have those map assets and we can just call it yeah, hallways. So on that, with that spirit, one, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Well, that's interesting. Kind of have like a little T-bone thing going on here. That's actually not a bad deal. So we can duplicate this layer. Let's just slide it over. So I have two 16s here. If we're gonna do that, we could do that instead. Dip. Something like that, right? That's the space that we actually need. That's not bad. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We should already know this because of that is 10 inches wide. But how's this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, motherfucker, 12. Cool, man. So the hallway space, and this whole long hallway here, that breaks down as part of this room here, technically leading up the line. 1 page, 2 page, 3 page, 4 page, 5 page, 6 page, 7 page. That's really good. Like I can see us like breaking this down so like it shrinks down, and then we have like the random table here that would fit inside this space here on the page, and then like over here there's this block of space that we have. We can just put an illustration there. Wouldn't that be fucking cool? What a cool way to break down the man. That's neat. I can just like put like a hallway here. like an illustration of a hallway here, like all covered with the crystals and the Volpino Letharia and the poisonous mist and all that stuff. Just that's fucking cool. Fucking cool. It's the spaces in between. And then I'll just do this one more. Then I'm going to move over into the artwork in the hallway. This will be our last one. Secret passage. Secret passage. How big is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay, 15. I don't need more than that. So what is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Holy crap, that's pretty good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Wow. Okay. 16 by 10. That's actually perfect. Cool. So we're starting to create these zones. This is one entrance, and then the other entrance is here. Right here, this 2 map spot. So this is the way in, and yeah, and this is the way in. Those are the 2 blocks that we have. So you can get in one way or the other. Well, I mean, technically, that's sorry, right. You can get in through the flooded passage here, through here, that takes you down either this stairway or this stairway to here or here, and then we have here as an entryway, and we have here as an entryway. And if you're doing a one-shot, we'll just do one more thing for the lulz. Thank you, Timely Timer. We'll do one more thing and then we'll be out. So, oops, we'll do that. Teleportation room. We can make this its own room. I spec. Oh God, please, I hope you work out. Just in a prayer. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, shit. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Crap. 12 by 12. It's too big. I don't want to make it any smaller because you need to have the teleportation room in there. So that's proper. But if I trimmed it down, I could do it like that, like a cheating monkey. That's a 10 by 10 space. I could cheat it like that. Make it fit on one page. That's fine, because there's overlap going elsewhere. And then, how's the hallways look? Ooh, good point. So we have a gap here. We have a gap there, and oh yeah, we have another gap. We have gap, gap, gap. Oh no, yeah, that's gonna okay. That should be okay. Yeah, we have this gap. We have this gap here, so we can close that gap by putting a 10 by 10 space here. So we can have a hallway here, and then we can have the extension here, and we can have the extension here, and the extension here into the next room. Yeah, it's gonna work out. Okay. So that's all the time I want to spend on this right now, but clearly we're going to be able to suss this thing out proper. It would be nice that if this was if that 12 by 12 would fit proper, but it doesn't, so I'm going to have to be okay with that. But those little extensions, that's going to be, oh God, this is great. It works, so I'm going to hit save there, just to make sure we keep it. Print map breakdown, big it down. And let's go back to color. So let's conceal our grid. That was super cool. We got 80 minutes still left. And we got about an hour left, so. Let's go play in the water. We're almost done. I'm really happy with how this looks now. It's all hazed out. It was all swirly durly like this, which is like a little bit too hippie psychedelic for what I wanted. But I mean, I like this. I think we were calling it like a lava lamp sort of effect. I thought it was pretty cool. But this is actually more appropriate to what I was looking for in here. But we have tricks. We have tricks. So I'm going to finish smoking this out. And then we're going to start playing with tricks. We have an hour. We should have plenty of time to trick it. So just beep 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 boop. Does not need to be meticulously detailed here. And we'll be able to do the same technique for this. I love the acidity, like the acidic, like trippy acid painting look to this. But it's not the language that we ended up using. This is the first water piece that we had built, and it's not the spec anymore. So we're gonna have to swap it out. That's okay. Going to do this for now. We'll get back to that guy on another session. I have plans. So stick around. Like and subscribe. Check out the books in the description down below. I can feel, oh man, that coffee's making me feel jittery. Let's dilute that with some nice cool water. Man, I love this stuff. I love cartography so much. I never knew how much I would love doing this work. I am really looking forward to clearing my plate of all the of all these flagship products like the mass combat system and the martial power system and the spell jamming stuff. Like all these big rule books that I keep building. I'm looking forward to getting those out of the way. God, I still have the Guilds and Kingdoms book to build too. We're going to be busy with flagship stuff probably through 2025, and so I'm happy to see that 1D&D is devolving back into just an update on the 5e rule system, though. It'll be interesting to see how they actually play that out. But I think most of it seems like almost all the mechanics that I have that we already built into the different supplements that we have are going to retain relevance into the new moving forward of D&D. So that's exciting. That means we're going to be able to continue on unfettered. Hey man, it's good to see you. Check out the earlier stream. I started doing breakdowns of the black and whites of the different room spaces, like breaking them down into the maps, like you know, like breaking down the room by room progression that we'll need to have for the adventure. Content, you know, like just the one room peel outs. Anyway, it's there to take a look at. So check out the earlier side of the earlier half of today's session. That was a fun space to explore in for an hour. Yeah, it was 40 minutes. It's been about 40. I logged on early. So we got about 40 minutes in on that, and now we're back to resolving the flooded cavern. I don't have to break my neck and smooth this all out. It's we're almost done with this, and then we're going to trick it out with some waves to show current waves. Almost done here. So we're doing this for now. We're going to be back tonight in about probably in about 12 hours to continue art asset production for the Spelljammer supplement that we've been building. I think we're gonna do more. Interior art. We're gonna save the NPC token artwork for our coffee morning streams, like this, like we did yesterday and on Tuesday, and yesterday and Tuesday. Doing the NPC character art is just fun. So I'm just gonna do that in the mornings, and until we get through them. And then we'll get, by then by the time we get done with those tokens, we should have all the page layouts completed for the actual document, and we can get into the, dive deep into the interior art for the book. So I'm still hashing out, page layout, interesting, but not popular. So, I have to do both work on screen and off screen for me to get any of these projects done within a reasonable time period. So if I'm going to be on stream, I want to do stuff that's more entertaining for folks and that it's more useful and gives people reason to come back. And artwork, like character art and cartography are definitely where it's at. I think once I actually get the page layouts done and we start building, more stuff like we have, like the you know where you are. Thank you. Oh, that's what's going on. I have outside the lines there. Okay, I can fix that later. The words I'm trying to find is, the interior scene art and diagrams. I think that'll be fun for people to watch. But I want to make sure I know where the page layouts are actually at on there, so I'm not mincing around trying to figure out what wording can fit on the page. Like, that's boring shit. No one is interested in watching that. Except for like ultra build, ironically, that was the reason why I created the stream in the first place, was to show off like how that stuff gets built. But I think people get it after a couple sessions, so I'm just gonna come back and like do highlights now and again. Because there's a lot of wordsmithing that ends up having to happen when you're doing the layouts to make the text sit inside the page proper. Sometimes you got to bend the sentences a little bit, reword things some, restructure how it sits and lays out, and that is not like I can't sit here and have a conversation about stuff while I'm doing that. It's difficult. So I'll be back on tonight in about 12 hours at 7 o'clock. I'll be back tomorrow morning doing more character art. I will not be around on Saturday this week. I have family in town showing up, so I'm going to be out brunching and sightseeing and all the good touristy stuff. But I'll be back on Monday morning for more character art. Lunch stream for Martial Powers. And then Monday night. No, wait. I don't think I'm going to be here Monday. I don't think I'm going to be here for Monday lunch or Monday night. I think it's going to be Tuesdays. Because I think family takes off on Tuesday. So I'll be... no, Monday night. Yeah. Family takes off Monday night. So I will be... I will be... should be here Monday morning. I might not be. I'm not 100% on that yet, but I'll do Tuesday morning, Tuesday lunch, and Tuesday night. That's what next week will be. And then things should go back to relative normal until mid-May. And then in mid-May, I have my birthday vacation. I take a week off in May for my birthday each year, and I will be doing a crap ton of art production. The layouts will be done for Spelljammers, so it should be nothing but asset production that week, and I will stream a good chunk of it. I'll be off and on, probably twice a day. Break it up into like 4-hour chunks, something like that. You know. Subject to change. I. making this really uniform because there's this elevator dais here. It's an open shaft that pours, that rainwater is falling down, and then so there's little rivulets that lead off from this area. So I'm doing a very light, very subtle gradient because it's not deep water here yet. Hey, timely timer. 40 minutes left. Is that right? 40 minutes? 7 o'clock, yeah. Oh God, I can potentially push an hour. Holy Hannah. We'll see. We'll give it 40 minutes, maybe an hour. We'll see where he said. Dead end. Stairs here, so stairs leading up, which I haven't added to the illustration yet, which I really should. So I think the next time we come back and we work on this, I'm going to finish out all the little line art stuff that needs to be built into this thing, like the stairs, doors, bloody blahs. I'm pretty happy with this. And then it starts to pour into these fissures, so it's downhill. So I have little current lines running through here, and then that dead ends over there, and it continues to flow down here. It joins up here, and it starts breaking. Crossed here, washes into here. I love doing these. They're so fun. So fun. This stuff's all chest deep, which is terrifying because there's undead that crawl around inside here. What a nightmare! What a fucking nightmare! I would not get in here if I was in a horror film. I would absolutely not go in here. But it's the fastest path to the bad guys. So like if you're doing a one shot and you're running silver, like the silver flame, I could absolutely see the silver flame knights diving into this stuff, like literally diving into it to wade their way through. Like you wade through here to here to here, and then bam, you're at the nexus. But you have like all this horrible crap you have to fight. Ah, it's so fun. almost done here. And then we'll move on to the current. That looks weird. This is sort of weird. Oh, interesting. Yeah, remnant. That's outside the line, so I need to fix that. All I gotta do is just finish. I just want to smooth this out a little bit so it's got that glossiness to it, that oil slickness. Phyrexian soup. Excuse me for a second. Some coffee. Man, oh man, Drake. Yeah, we'll leave that for later. I'm not going to touch that right now. We're just going to stay focused in here. All right, I'm pretty happy with that. So, that roughness is this initial stuff is done. Now, what we figured out was ripples, current ripples. So now we get to work in this space to build these little current stream things. So we get to keep this swirly stuff that we have as like a lower depth, and then we get to put this stuff on top of it. Like that. So this is new tech here, and I'm not a master of it yet. I just found it last night when I was working in this puddle instead of sleeping. I got better sleep last. I mean, I got maybe 4 hours of sleep instead of 3 last night, so that's cool. With God's willing, I'm going to get like a good 6 hours of sleep tonight, so I'm bright-eyed and bushy-tailed tomorrow. don't think I like this. I don't think that makes sense there. So we're doing a mix of Dimir of black and blue. Swampy, fetid poison water. Feels more like black and green energy, though. I mean, it's water, sure, but water's part of a natural element. I think the vibe is more blue, though. I don't know. Isn't that great? God, I fucking love that. See, like this, I can do like really smooth polish, slickness, but it's not the whole thing. It's not a billion pixels. Sorry, I gotta fix my chair. Keep falling off. I need a new chair. I need a new chair, and I need a new desk. Ugh. So once this book is out, I could probably afford to upgrade my upgrade my station. These are so cool. Excited. I like how this stuff can interact. So fun. I gotta say, I like having two projects on deck at the same time because it, like, I just didn't want to. This was just yelling at me last night. I was like, "You want to work on this tomorrow morning?" Like, I do. It's like, "Oh yeah, you do." It's like, but the Spelljammer is like, no, yeah, no, you want to do this. I'm like, okay. And then all this cool shit happens. So I love it. I think it's great to have two projects going at the same time that you can bounce between the two of them. It's nice. This feels good. Feels right. Let's do that. Oh god, that's so fun. So fun. This kind of leads us from one wave to the next, you know? Like I like how we can use the structure of this underlying smokiness to help dictate where the current contours would be. It feels like it adds to just the depth of it. Maybe it's just me, but really digging on it. Push that up. Yeah, push that strength up to 50 to push these pixels around a little bit more easily. I don't need to fuzz them in like into a what's the word I'm looking for? I'm not trying to blend. I'm specifically not trying to blend these in. I want them to stand out as a separate effect. So the blending on the back end where it fades in like that, that's great. But I can pull that off with a 50% strength here. I don't need to have like this light touch, this haziness, this cloudiness. Like when I'm doing Bob Ross clouds, I'm typically operating like anywhere from a 50 to a 20% strength of a smudge brush, because it's a little bit more delicate. But with this contour work, it feels like 50 to 70 is a better strength to be able to push the pixels around a little bit more aggressively. Thank you, timely timer. Where are we at? 7:20? Okay. Got another half hour. And then we'll be back tonight to do some more Spelljammer stuff. I don't want to put that black liner on everything. I just want to, like, I like how I like it on this receding line, you know? I think that might actually be a really good language to develop here, like that. Have that push-pull, light-dark sort of dichotomy going on, so that the motion of the water is reflected in the color that we're using, to add a little extra depth without having to just kill ourselves on detailing it. I just think that looks cool. This might be a good example of like how vector art would make sense overlaying the raster. Raster is pixels, like squares, like square pixels, filling like bop bop, like filling like a bop 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 bop, like those. That's raster. Like a line is a number of dots, right? But vector is actual mathematical infinite scaling down or large in size, which goes along with Spelljammer really well. If I was really, really, really talented in vector, I would do Eberron, the Spelljammer art in vector imaging because of just because of how it scales. It's just, you know. Hey, I use vector stuff for all my class emblem stuff. Nice. Right on. It's just a skill set I haven't developed. I mean, there's infinite skills to develop, and I've always dived into the like painting, like landscape painting and character stuff like that. That's where my heart resonates the most. But as I continue to evolve, I find being able to work in raster, especially like if I get into more and more trade dress, like the filigree and stuff on pages, like layout stuff. The more I find raster would that vector would improve that approach. So I don't know. It's like it's like specialization limits your skill set, but once you get like to a level of specialization, it's like you have to expand your skill set so that you can further your depth of mastery in what you do. Wow, look at that little freaking barb. Gotta fix that. Actually, I can. Oh yeah, that's right. I was going to work on the walls because I had wall bleeding in where it didn't need to be. That's right. We were going to do a quick run through to make sure that all our walls are clean. Because I know there was a discrepancy over here that I wanted to fix. Thank you. I'm gonna check my waterways to make sure all my paths are clean real quick before we go any further. Just auditing myself, making sure my shit's good. God, this is just such a. I just love this new direction. Like cartography is. I've always just half-assed maps in my own D&D games, but God, I am really, really valuing it as professional assets and like a well-built piece. You know. Relevant. Well. I know that jag doesn't seem to make a lot of sense. Like if water's flowing through here, you'd think that would smooth off a little bit, but I kind of like it being unnatural like that. At least for now. I could always change it. So far, so good. I think that took care of it. Was there? I think there was another. There's a tag out here somewhere. Where was that? That's where it is. Very good. Where am I? Here I am. Okay, I can stitch that back shut and get back into this. Oh, so satisfying. Where's our next wave? It's all well and good down this tunnel here, but once I open up into this space, things are gonna get wonky. So I think this is gonna be my last contour inside this space, and then I'm gonna run away and dive into this area here, maybe over here, to get away from the problems in the middle. Dodge and deflect. We'll figure it all out. If you just keep tackling the bits that you understand, eventually you'll run out of little bits, and it'll all make sense. It's all a process. You know, I keep saying that I want to prioritize the Spelljammer project because it's done with its layouts and it's just basically waiting for me to get it on. But I keep falling in love with this adventure and these maps. Every time I step into them, it's like, God, I just love this. I'm enjoying bouncing between the two, but I think I'm going to really, really appreciate having this as the only project on my plate for a while. Once I get back into that. Black line here. God, I love those highlights. They're just so satisfying. This is where I want to back that strength down a little bit, so I can blend that a little bit more smoothly. But God, I love how that smooths. It feels so good. Yeah, pretty happy with that. Oh, all right, so let's transition from here to here. This will be a shorter little path. We'll probably take it out to here, and then we'll have here. We can deal with that pretty easily. It's when we get into these larger pool areas that it gets complicated. Up for the challenge, so let's keep at it. Doing it.
Oh, I'm off screen. Hey, guys. Coffee maker says. Is that an ASMR thing? Do people dig that? Probably not. I'll stop. I promise you, I will stop doing that now. Like lap at my microphone while I paint. I can. Is that a thing? Looking at your monitor while you paint. I should probably stop. The inanity level is huge, though. It's compelling. It's disturbingly compelling for me. I am not an ASMR listener, but I appreciate the level of inanity that which is ASMR. I need to get that strength back up to 50. That's where the push is at. Wow, what? Jesus, where did the time go? I'm gonna give myself another 10 minutes. Oh. And then we'll be done for the morning. No. Yes. No. Yes. I cannot stay on camera to save my life today. I think we're gonna do more Spelljammer tokens tonight. Off screen, I've been arguing with the combat section, trying to figure out how I want to break it down. I got some ideas going for like different diagrams and sample. Like we're doing so much, like such a radical approach to the mapping system that I need to have a lot of visual assets to like get the point across. I feel like I don't think text is gonna do it because it's a very visual system that we've built. So I need to have a lot of visuals to it, right? So that's what I've been arguing with mostly in the layouts in the background here off screen is figuring out. How do I break up the information into blocks of text that I can correlate with diagrams of different ships and stuff maneuvering around, and like how do those interactions work? And it's a challenge. It's a challenge. So one worthy of my skill set, I believe. It wouldn't have been handed to me as a task to perform if I wasn't capable of doing it. It's just a matter of
having to let go of myself and let the magic flow, you know? Drop the strength so we can fade it in a little bit more. A few more minutes. Holy hibiscus. Ah, nice. Let's do something like that. Only a few minutes left. When that alarm pops, I'll have to finish the line I'm on and then log out for the day.
I'm mouth breathing again. I can tell I'm tired because I'm mouth breathing. God, that feels so good. I love how that looks. I am so happy. Hey, all right. All right. Let us finish our line and then log out for the day. So let us not destroy our line and log out for the day. Hold on. Well, clean that up. Okay, cool. We're just gonna pause there. We're just gonna hit save, pause there. We've I think we've done some good work here today, folks. So we're gonna push this out to about here. We've already pushed this out to here. So when we come back, we're gonna push through here and down through these lines here and here. And once we have all that boxed in, we can figure out how we want to swirl all that stuff together in here. Oh man, I am really happy with this. So we're gonna be back in, we'll be back in about 11 hours, maybe 10, 11 hours, something like that. We'll continue character art for the token assets for Spelljammer, and then we'll be back tomorrow morning and do some more Spelljammer asset work. And then I don't think I'm going to be around on Saturday, or I might be around. I should be around on Monday morning. Yeah, I should be around on Monday morning, but I won't be around on Monday night. I'll be back Tuesday morning and then Tuesday night. And then Wednesday forward, we should be back into our normal routine. So, cool, guys. I really appreciate y'all's. And like, subscribe, check out the books down below. Grab me on Twitter if you want, at Phil Kearney. Or if you know where I hide on the Discords, catch me there too. So I will, I'll see you guys on the other side. Looking forward to it.